Guys, welcome back to the channel. And you've joined me on a day today of testing and discovery. Much like everybody else, I was sitting in and enjoying Jon Rahm winning the US Open at the weekend. I was watching the golf and I was sitting on my couch and I was thinking to myself, this game's hard. This game is hard. Because you've got clubs that are long, balls that's small, trying to hit it middle every time. The pros make it look so easy, and us amateurs, we just don't make it look easy, do we? So I had a lesson a few weeks ago, and what we were working on was getting my club travelling a little straighter into the golf ball. I have a tendency to cut across it, get a little steep. I get this yucky high floaty one, and it just costs me a few shots around because I know it's coming in, so I kind of aim for it, and if I don't do it, I hit left side of the green when maybe flag's on the right, or if I do it, we might find ourselves missing the green, which isn't great. So I went for a lesson and we did a bit of work trying to get the club coming a little more inside, shallowing out and delivering the ball a little bit better. And if you look at a lot of the pros, they're able to drop it inside really nicely to get that really nice movement. Brooks Koepka's great watch for it. Just drops it really nicely, releases the crap out of it, and it's just beautiful. So that's what I need to do. So we were working on it, and I've kind of got it with like a 9 iron, 7 iron, kind of that kind of length of club. Kind of handy enough. I'm just hitting these little fades now, which I'm delighted with. But I struggle with the longer irons. I was sitting there, I was thinking, it's got to be something I can do about this. I need to work on it harder. I was sitting there, I was watching Bryson hit some bombs. I suddenly thought to myself, hang on, if you can do it with a 7 iron, you can do it with a 9 iron. Can't do it with the length of a 4 or 5 iron. Well, not that I can't do it, but it's not as easy. One length clubs. So you join me today, we're going to try them. We're going to try one length clubs. Something I kind of thought was a bit of a, maybe a bit of a no need in golf. But have I just worked out the need for it? I don't know. Let's find out. So, got my own irons with me here. I've got the 7 iron, the 9 iron and the 5 iron. Because while it might help the long irons, I'm wondering if it's going to hurt the short irons. So, I'm going to hit a few shots with my 9 iron. Try my new little movement. See what the club path comes in at. So I've got my own 9 iron here. Strike is okay. So, up to that, little fade. Club path -4. And attack angle -3. So I'm 3 degrees down into it, 4 degrees across it. I'm not too upset by that, I'm not going to lie. That's a lot better than I was. I typically would be almost about 7 down on a 9 iron, so that's quite good for me. Let's get a few to get some base numbers. So they were all around -4, which I'm kind of happy with. So let's go into one length. So we've got Cobra 1 length 9 iron here. So this is now a 7 iron length 9 iron. So we're going to go the opposite way first. We were talking about the long irons earlier, but let's start with the low irons. So let's see how this affects. Now this is obviously a very different model to what I'm using. I've got the Rad Speed 1 length here. So we've got slightly stronger loft. Little bigger head, very different to my P7TW that I use. So I would expect this to go further, but it's more the club path and attack angle that I'm more worried about. So if this stays around -4, then that's fine. There's no massive difference between the 9 irons. -5, okay. 1 degree, I'm not too concerned about it. It did go a lot further though. That is, yeah, that's nothing to do with the length, that's the style of the head on it. So we won't concern ourselves with that too much. Let's see. Seems to be pretty consistent around that -5 mark. I have to say actually the longer 9-iron, I actually thought it would feel a bit weird. It actually feels fine. Definitely actually, it's very gameable. Strike. -7s, that's the one that can creep in. I suppose not as punishing with as much loft as a 9-iron, because if you have more loft, the actual sideways side flight of the ball is a lot less. That's why we always find it hard to fade a wedge. Very hard to fade a wedge. That would be kind of a bad one. It felt better. -6, so it can creep in. Whoa. Let's now have a look. So the 7-irons are going to be the same. The 7-iron to 7-iron. So let's have a look at the 5-iron. Right guys, so we've got my own 5-iron here now. So my 5-iron isn't a P7 TW like the rest of my set. We've actually got a T100S Titleist. Mix it up a bit, just for a little extra help in the longer irons, just on them miss hits. So let's see what we get. Kind of club path ideas here now. This motion. Pretty good hit, maybe a little low. -5.6. Not bad. That's actually, that would be the good one. That would be kind of the shot I'd like to see. Little start left, little cut back in. So that's the good one. So that's okay. That's trying too hard and I missed it. Yeah. -7. Got that face too close as well, so got very steep on that one there. And that is the exact one I'm hoping the one length might actually help. So I am. Just slightly miss it again. You see, just get that pull. It's just the lack of consistent. I know it's obviously the movement I'm trying to work on in my swing, but if I can make it easier with something shorter, one length, be a bad shout. Let's try another. That was a better strike. -8. It's a struggle. It is a struggle. Golf's a struggle. But let's now test the one length and see if it helps. If it doesn't help, I just need to put in more work. But let's test. Find out. Right. This is it. 5-iron, length of a 7-iron. Let's see. If this works, excellent. If it doesn't, I need to go practice one. Right, so let's see. Okay, -5. It's okay, it's in around my kind of 7-iron really. 7-iron, 9-iron about that as well actually, so it could be all about the same. It's as long as it doesn't really get that jumper up to -8, -7 kind of thing. We just don't want to see that, so. -6. Not as bad though, certainly a cleaner strike. So will it actually just improve strike consistency? That could be an interesting little thought as well. Still a little pull fade, which is fine. I don't mind that. Right. Getting it in. Oh, -3. Okay, good swing. I think. So, one plane, Bryson might be on something. I know he gets a bit of stick, but I think he could be onto something here. That's a bit mishit, that's on me. Bad swing. Funny thing actually is, I've never hit one length before, so this is kind of new territory to me. Ball position is a bit of a weird thing. So usually, your 7-iron just goes spot bang in the middle. You almost want to put this forward for a 5-iron, but it feels weird putting it forward because of the length of it. Strange. Oh, that's a duff. That is a duff. Alright, so that's the -7, although I did feel, that swing didn't feel great. Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys, it's an interesting one. I'm glad I tested this, because something I was really toying with. But kind of what I've learned, that it doesn't so much help my path, but it helps strike. Miss-hit quite a few of my old 5-irons. Definitely, it is certainly easier to strike a ball with this one-length idea. Nice little low one. I think I'm going to make this little chair in the corner my discussion chair, because it's a good place to sit and do some thinking. So, very warm after that. Very underestimated how warm it gets in this place when you're hitting balls. Jenny Mac. So, to answer my own question, no, you can't really cheat a golf lesson, which is interesting. Well, I certainly can't anyway, but some people, it might help. Would definitely say one length is a fantastic strike improvement idea. Does it? And I'd say it stabilised my club path in the longer irons. Like I got one jumper out to kind of -7, but I also got one that got down to -3, which I didn't get with my 5-iron. So it's if I had a really long beard, I'd stroke it right now. But it's certainly I think it's certainly worth thinking about for a lot of players. I think myself, I just need to put some practice in with my clubs and not go one length. But I tell you what, that strike improvement though is really getting to me. I'm kind of thinking now, do I give it a try for a while just for the strike improvement? No. I think we just need to work harder. I need to stop trying to find excuses and just go out and practice. But if you are someone who does really struggle to strike the longer irons more than anything else, I think it's a great idea to look at. I have to say, I'll be honest, I haven't had a huge amount of people come in looking for them in fittings. But maybe this will peak a little rise. Long irons, definitely a helper. Short iron, I actually didn't notice a difference. 9-iron, that 7-iron length, it didn't bother me. Kind of at all. I thought it would. I'd say in a gap wedge or something it might, but or in a sand wedge as well, but you don't have to get them in that length. You can play them in normal length, just have one length irons. That wouldn't be the end of the world. But certainly worth looking at for people who maybe struggle a bit with strike with the longer irons. Certainly worth looking at. I'm a bit disappointed by that. I thought I was just going to come up with a massive fix there and just be like, oh, perfect, golf's easy again. No, have to go in to the range, do some work, and that's that. It's a game you can never win. Guys, thanks again for tuning into this video. I know it's a little bit different. We'll be back with more club reviews and on-course stuff, but just wanted to share this with anybody out there who's also kind of thought about it. It's just something I thought was a bit interesting, so thought I'd get it out there. As always, you can reach me through Instagram, through YouTube here. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any questions or anything, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 100 followers as quick as we can. Stay tuned for the next video. Guys, thanks for tuning in.